Hello and welcome. This video is how to acquire psychic and magic power within Lunar Mansions. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. When you pay attention to mansions of the moon or lunar mansions on a daily basis, you follow them every day, you become more psychic, more intuitive, or more clairvoyant, clairaudient, and clairsentient because you are plugged in to the ancient source of consciousness in which exclusive cabals have membership. So this is a very ancient science, art, and science. And it goes all the way back to when people were drawing pictures on caves, people, making paintings in very ancient times or old times, and also plays, books. The Bible is based on it. The tarot cards are based on it. They use it in movies. They use it in TV shows. They use it in commercials. They use it on social media. It's a mainstay for advertisement. Advertising uses it constantly. So when you study it, you start realizing that. Now, again, it plugs you in so you become more psychic. It doesn't just make you seem more psychic because you're going along with what everybody else is, but actually makes you become more psychic because it's tapped into a very archetypal, ancient, primordial consciousness. Okay? So, and that's not all. That's not all. Paying attention to mansions of the moon affords you the ability to utilize the secrets of lunar mansion magic to influence outcomes of both yourself and of those for whom you care. Movie moguls use lunar mansion imagery exclusively to unfold scripts, usually using 5 or 7 mansions in ordered sequence, one right after the other. Okay? So it seems like they're just going right along, if you really look at it, one after the other. And they do that in a way to plan out their storylines. Sometimes you'll watch a TV show or a movie and you'll say, why did they have that crazy scene? What was that all about? Did you ever have that experience? And you look, it's because of the lunar mansions. They had to put it in there. Okay, so I'll give you one example. So stay tuned for this. Now, even television show sitcoms, even they use 1 or 2 mansions of the moon for an episode, and commercials use one usually for one of their commercials as well. Okay. Now one example of this is called The First Temptation of Daphne. It was a show from the popular TV show Frasier, and they used it in season 9, episode 3, and they used lunar mansion number 14 for the imagery and the storyline. And the star to wish upon in that mansion is called Spica. It's the indicator star, the pointer star. And each lunar mansion has a pointer star, an indicator star that an angel is also associated with. And you'll find often that the angel's name is associated with the character that they're pinning it to in the episode or in the TV show in general. Okay, they did that in Gentleman Jack with Int'l. And if you look at one of the people, Gentleman Jack, G-E-N, Int'l, okay, because the character's name in Gentleman Jack is Ann Lister, the main person, but it's called Gentleman Jack because Int'l is the name of the angel, okay, and also Geliel, I think, is the name of the Lord. The Lord has a slightly different name, and also there's a girl who is a main love interest to a lot of the men in that show, and her name also takes on the letters of that angel. And the way Gentleman Jack walks around in that movie, in that TV show, is exactly like the angel that is described in Lunar Mansion number 1. Okay, so you can check that out. You can check out that show, and you can check out, I'm going to get you a book here. Oh, thanks, here. Okay, so the book here, it's called The Mansions of the Moon. And it's a lunar zodiac for astrology and magic. And it's by Christopher Warnock. I use it constantly. It's got an ephemeris in it. And it has pictures that you can utilize. And it's what a lot of the tarot cards are based on, these pictures, again, and the images in the movies. You'll watch a movie and say, oh, that looks just, yeah, Int'l is the first, I think it's Washout, is the first image in the first mansion. And so that, and Ann Lister, or Gentleman Jack, becomes Int'l, which is described as a black man with long hair wrapped around, braided hair. Sometimes the gentleman Jack has very long hair when she lets it down, okay? And she wears black, and she says her color is black. Her eyes look very black in the show, and carries around a weapon, okay? And also, and Lister walks around with a sort of a cane, a black cane. And this angel depopulates places, displaces populations, wipes out populations. And with the storyline, you can start to understand how that might occur in that show. So she takes on that angel, okay? So it's, again, they're used very extensively and very intensely. And it has an effect. It has consequence. So it's better that you know and you can help your family and yourself with it, or your cause. So anyway, this other one, in the First Temptation of Daphne in the Frasier show, okay, that one, that was using Lunar Mansion number 14. And the icon of Lunar Mansion number 14 is a dog chasing it and biting its tail. Like, that's one of the images. Like, that's the image, the main image. Like, this one is a black angel carrying a weapon. Okay, well, that's for number 1. For number 14, it's a dog chasing and biting his tail. So they used that in this episode, The First Temptation of Daphne, and it was used at the beginning. Their dog Eddie, was chasing and biting his tail. And then the image causes the man to separate from the woman in matters of love or get a divorce. And lo and behold, that was the main scheme of that episodic story in that Frasier episode, The First Temptation of Daphne, about a married couple. And the husband's a psychiatrist, and they have a new wife, and she looks at one of his patient's files, unbeknownst to him, and she sees that the patient's in love with him. She gets scared. She reads the file, even though she's not supposed to read the chart. So he becomes very angry at her for reading the chart because she was scared about he was going to fall in love with his patient or something. And he gets very mad at her, and you might think, oh, they might separate. But then they work it out, because other things in this mansion show you it can help married couples too. So if you show people doing, having good things happen, good things will happen. If you have them showing bad things happen, then bad things happen. And the bigger the audience and the more you show something, the more it's going to happen. So if you see the same image every day on the news, and in the newspaper, on social media, in the movie, in the commercial, and they show the same thing over and over and over and over, whether it's good or bad, no matter what it is, the bigger the audience, the more and more it's going to bring it to pass. And it does bring it to fruition. It does. It works. And again, there's star magic, wishing upon a star. That's right from Lunar Mansions, because every mansion has a star. Every star has an angel. Like that movie where the angel fell on there was a star and she fell and it was an angel. That's from the Lunar Mansions. So check out the book. And when you watch when you scroll on social media, or you look at the pictures, or you see commercials, or you see billboards, you see magazines, or you see books, or you read a story in the Bible, or you look at a tarot card, or look at a movie or a TV show or a commercial, you're going to see it's all from the Lunar Mansions, all 28 of them. The moon goes through all 12 signs of the Zodiac each month, and they have very intense and very important effects on all of us. Okay, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.